Well, 3 Dutchies in a row. Yes. Abraham, how important are our limiting belief systems regarding our vibrational mix?
Nothing is more important than your mix of vibration. Therefore, nothing is more important than your awareness of how you're feeling, and nothing is more important than your deliberate application of the tools that you have to point yourself in the direction of your wholeness. It's all we talk about all day, every day. Nothing more important.
And our feeling is a result of the way we think?
Your feeling is a result of the mix, yes. It's the mix of how your inner being is thinking about this subject right here, right now, and how you are thinking about this subject right here, right now. Isn't that nice to know that your inner being is right there with you on this subject? But your inner being is with compassion, knowing, having knowledge about it, with no resistance. So your inner being is focused upon the what is wanted part of the equation. And you can tell by the way you feel how wide your gap is or isn't on that subject.
So the emotions are the guiding system.
The emotion is the indicator of the vibrational mix. And the vibrational mix is the degree of resistance or allowance that you are, by your focus, providing. Because your inner being, you don't have to worry about your inner being. Your inner being is not ever going to deviate from the pure positive energy, that energy that creates worlds.
I'm a coach, individual and team coach in business. And I often, when I'm coaching, I often work on changing belief systems.
The thing about working on changing belief systems is that more often than not it backfires for this reason. There's an easier way, is what we are getting at. Focus on desire systems. Because when you focus upon a belief system, if you say you have beliefs that are in the way, almost everyone defends their belief because they've gathered it over a period of time, and they believe it because they believe it, and they leave it because they believe it, and because they believe it, then they create it. And so we've talked about changing beliefs, and we've taught many processes for changing beliefs, and it is far better than encouraging a belief that is not serving you, but it is slow going, and there is a much faster way. And in this time of increased, off the charts, over the moon launching of desire, going with the flow of desire is a much more speedy and beneficial way of shifting those beliefs. Have you ever had a conversation with someone, even someone you really care about, and they express something that you know is not beneficial to them, and you hear it? Let's say you're not really tuned into your inner being, so you're not compassionate in your hearing it. Your hearing it produces some resistance within you, and then you go to work on helping them bridge their belief. Only it doesn't bridge, they get more defensive and more resistant and more determined. And so the key as a coach is to be sure that you haven't spent so much time letting them verbalize their current belief and so much time ascertaining where they are in their belief that you get diverted from the energy that will help you to help them. That's all we mean by that. Are you wanting to teach us something here?
Teach you something? No.
We mean that because you may have had some hands-on experience, because we saw you emphatically disagree with us. So is there something that you know that we don't know?
Yeah, because I start with how do you say, pinpointing the belief system.
Step one.
Their beliefs.
That's step one. Just don't spend too much time on it.
Yes, that's true. But at least I think I need to get really the clear and the most down, the most deep thought about it, the most deep.
We disagree.
belief.
We could not disagree more.
Okay.
Because they've already got deep thought about it, and when you join them in their deep thought about it, nobody's over here calling anyone anywhere.
Okay, then please help me, because I want to pinpoint them, because then I rewrite the program together with them. And at first I'm looking for the belief system, and then...
It's a bit like saying, I'm walking along and I want to be at the top of that hill, the top of that mountain, but I'm going to dig a really deep hole in the ground and I'm going to jump in it. And then we'll crawl out of the hole, be back on the ground, and then we'll go up the mountain. That's what spending a lot of time pinpointing beliefs that are in the way does. Here's what we believe is at the root of your flawed premise. Hear this, it will help you a lot. When all through life, as they have been gathering that belief that from what you are describing is hindering and in the way, something that would be well to change. The whole time that they have been calibrating to that hindering belief, they have been creating a desire, calibrating that too. We're just saying, turn your attention this way as quick as you can. And when you've decided that you're going to pinpoint that, that's already been pinpointed. It's already been calibrated. It's already been received one piece at a time. It's already been received by inner being. It already has inner being focused all over. Their inner being knows what they want. You don't need to know how they got there. You would be so much better off to know nothing and to focus in the direction of that well-being. You would be better off to be so general in your knowledge of their well-being.
But they don't believe their desire at that point.
Doesn't matter if they believe it or not. It matters if you believe it. Somebody's got to believe it. Don't let them calibrate you to their problem.
Okay, last try then. So can you short explain how I do it?
No.
Okay.
Because the premise is flawed. The premise is flawed. You can't get there as efficiently from there. You can't get there from there as efficiently. We know, those of you who are healers and physicians and teachers, as you interact with one another, we know that as people present themselves to you, that as you take that in and a desire to assist them is activated within you, we know that under those conditions that you then begin to receive inspiration. You see, if you can stay connected to your inner being is already connected to their inner being, and their inner being already knows all of that. But to activate it in them now is just continuing the momentum of unwanted longer. It would be like saying, I want to hear the music that is being broadcast on this XM radio station, but I'm not going to tune to it quite yet. I'm going to listen to stuff I don't like for a while first. And if I listen long enough to what I don't like, maybe they'll start playing what I do like. And we say, well, maybe. If you listen long enough and complain enough and write enough letters and get enough other people to agree with you. But why not just turn it to the station that is broadcasting what you do want? And the thing that we want you to understand is that they have a station that is already broadcasting what they want. And even though they don't know it yet, you're knowing it and you're focusing there with your inner being and their inner being. You have a much greater probability of calling them to it than if you pinpoint the problem and reactivate things that could remain dormant. There have been times that Esther has wanted to be the one exception in all of the universe too. Abraham, you need more information. Come here with me and let me give you more information about why I feel this way. But we never go.
Okay.